Music. I'm here with my special guest today, Lauren Passarelli. Lauren was on the show once before with a band All Together Now, Beatle tribute band. Here we are with Lauren Passarelli. Lauren, welcome to the Bedford Open Mic broadcast.
Thank you, Phil.
Lauren, the original music that you did seems to be a departure from a lot of the Beatles stuff you did with All Together Now. Tell me, what was it that sort of got you into music and influenced your styles?
Well, the Beatles were the reason I picked up guitar to begin with, and just wanted to be a musician like them. But, you know, they sort of turned on so many people with their magic and their style and their, if we can do it, anybody can do it. So, you know, I wanted to do all the things they did too, you know, write songs, produce and arrange and play in the studio and get all kinds of layers of things. And
well,
put all the sounds together.
In your CD that we have, Shadow Language, it seems that there's, you know, we got the stripped down version today in the show, of course, because it was solo, just using the guitar. But on the CD, there are a lot of layers and all. You do a lot of the arranging there and the production as well?
Right, with my co-producer, Cindy Brown.
Okay.
She plays keyboards and does some writing, and then we all bring in some friends and get some, you know, extra instruments to fill out the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What was it that, I know the Beatles were a big influence on you, but what other influences were there on your styles? Because clearly it's, you know, your style of music and some of the solo stuff you do is more than just Beatlesque. Well, what other influences did you have?
Well, the Beatles were definitely my first major influence, and then James Taylor was the second, for sure. And Stevie Wonder, Pat Metheny. I mean, there's all kinds of guitar players and producers and bands. Fleetwood Mac I love, and Carly Simon.
I know some of the chords that you're using and all the sort of jazzy chords in there, and not just, you know, straight triads. You seem to be doing more with sevenths and ninths and things. Is that true? Or?
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, to me, they're not necessarily jazz chords or rock chords or anything, but they're just colors. And so with all those different colors that are available, it's nice to mix them up, especially for some of the instrumentals, you know.
Right. Well, one of the differences with you on the show compared to some of the other artists I've had is that you, besides playing professionally, also teach music at Berkeley, right?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you're classically trained as well.
Well, no, Berkeley is more of a jazz school, actually, so they're contemporary based. It was one of the only colleges that you can go to that doesn't have a major influence in classical.
Oh, okay. Did you study at Berkeley? And then, yeah. And so, what were some of the courses you took? What was your sort of concentration there?
Guitar.
Guitar.
Yeah.
No surprise.
No. Actually, I was the first woman to finish as a guitar performance major in 1982.
And then how long after that did you start teaching?
1984.
Really?
And then I was the first woman to join the guitar faculty, too.
Congratulations.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, there you go. See that?
It seems silly to me that there's
any firsts on the Bedford Open Mic broadcast here.
But it seems silly to me that any woman could still be the first at anything. It should be like we're already there, but...
Sure, especially by the 80s. I mean, you figure after the 60s, 70s and all that, you know, it would be, there's no more, you know, quote-unquote glass ceiling or, you know, first for women, right?
Yeah.
So, well, that was good. You broke through one of the walls there. You broke down the walls, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about your CDs. I know you've got a couple of CDs out, right? Why don't you tell us a little about your CDs and, you know, maybe if there are differences between them, when they came out, over what time period?
Okay. Well, Shadow Language just came out this year. It's just really a few months. We haven't even done any serious, you know, promotion, so it's still very, very new. It hasn't even been reviewed yet.
Okay.
We get Phil to review it, maybe. And also this year I finished an album called Back to the Bone, and that's just all guitar instrumentals layered and solo acoustic and electric pieces without lyrics. And then we're already working on the next vocal album, so that's going to be called Sometimes Blue. So a lot of the songs that I was singing today that you didn't recognize from Shadow Language are going to be on Sometimes Blue. And they're all on Feather Records, and They're available on CD Baby.
So if people were looking to purchase some of the CDs or hear samples from them, they can go to a website, CD Baby, or what's the URL of the website there?
It's HTTP
colon
slash www.cdbaby.com. And you can just type in Too True, TWOTRU, or Lauren Passarelli. And Shadow Language will come up, and then
samples of the.
Yeah, you can hear 2 minutes of every song on all those different records.
Okay, and is that the only way to purchase the CDs? If people in the audience were interested, is
they can contact you. No.
You can contact me, and of course I get my 20% commission, but that's besides the point.
Well, we do mail order, so you could, go to our website at feather-records.com.
Okay.
And email us, and we can set up something through the mail.
Okay. What's the preferred method? Is CD Baby the preferred method for you? Is that easier, or?
Oh, I always have some in my car. You could always stop me on the road, and you're driving through New Hampshire. We need to buy that record.
Well, how do we know it's your car?
You'd be surprised. People still know. I mean, I can stop for gas in New Hampshire, and people go, "It's George."
But see, I was trying to get into the Yellow Submarine. When says to George, "How do you know it's your car?" "Well, it's orange with yellow wheels." Oh, that keeps changing colors.
Right.
I figured you'd catch that one there.
I missed it.
But so anyway, I guess we're going to wrap up and get back to the music. Lauren did a lot of music today on the show. Vocal, instrumentals, some, I guess, songs from every CD that you mentioned. So we're going to get back to the music. Lauren, once again, I'd like to thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
And we'll get back to the music.